Alright, welcome back to Under the Sea.
Under the sea.
Everything's wetter, everything's better, listen to me. Have you ever noticed that Under the Sea could easily be replaced with Under the Covers and it would work just as good? Under the covers. Everything's wetter,
never thought about it like that.
Better, under the covers.
Oh my god, I want to tell that story, but I think it's one of those just me and you story type things.
That's fair. I don't know what the story is, so the internet can't ask me on it anyway. And by the time they do ask, we will have already forgotten what the fuck we were talking about.
I don't remember what I need to do.
I know you don't watch a lot of the episodes back. I know you watch occasionally some of the episodes as they come out, but I watch most of the episodes as they come out because I kind of have to edit them. And I can't tell you how many times I'll get to a point and I'll say something for a second and then I'll be like, oh shit, where was I going with this? And I'm literally like, I have no idea where you were going with that. What the fuck are you even talking about?
And you do the same thing.
Yeah, right?
It's so funny because of how fucking true it is. It's like, where was I going with that? And
like,
both of us do it.
Yeah, and it was just like, I have no idea where you were going with it. It's funny because it either falls into the category of I see something and I make a comment and it's the exact same fucking comment I made when we recorded it like 3 months ago or 2 months ago.
That's what I love because I do the same thing occasionally.
Yeah, or it's people, or it's I'll be talking about something and I'll get sidetracked and I'll be like, where was I going with this? And I'm like, I have no fucking clue where you were going with that. Like, I have no idea even what you were talking about, and I'm you.
And I'm you.
And I'm you, and I have no fucking clue where you were going.
Like you.
Oh man, dude, fucking. Also, Disney.
There we go.
Is making a Little Mermaid live action now, and they replaced Ariel with a black girl.
Okay, that doesn't really matter to me.
I'm like, I would agree, except for the fact that Ariel is probably their most iconic-looking character from the series.
I think she's actually black in the original.
No, she is not. Hell no. Don't start. Don't get the internet riled up on false facts, because you know they'll run with that shit forever.
Oh, they probably already have.
But, I'm sitting there, and it's funny, because they essentially got rid of one minority for another minority, because redhead people are technically a minority. But they don't count, right? Because too white. Not a minority, because too white. But yeah, there's this funny, there's like a funny meme going around that's, they're literally replacing all the redheaded characters with black people now. That's just like what they do now. It's just
now,
like,
is that racist?
I would argue yes, but most people would argue no, because people are just stupid. And racism goes on a bell curve, where it's like, the less likely you are to be represented, the more racist it becomes when people say it's not okay to take out the other minority. So, like, redheaded people are, like, the peak of, like, nah, they're still white, not a minority. And then you go, like, down the slope from there, so then it's just, like, Muslim, Mexicans, Asian people, and then, like, black people. Where, like, you can never replace a black person, because that's peak racism for doing that. But replacing an Asian person is like, meh, they're not as fucking segregated against as black people. Replace them with a black person. And then everyone gets to be fake woke for an hour.
Fake caring.
Yeah, fake caring and fake woke for an hour, and then we all move on to the next movie. Because frankly, I don't really care that they removed
Did you hear
Oreo.
Is the Mulan movie out yet?
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear anything on that?
No, wait, no, it's not out yet.
Not yet. Okay.
It's still in its like beta. They've released like concept, I think. Concept.
Yo!
They released like some
I forgot to tell you about this
artwork
shit.
and stuff for it.
The next where they're going with the Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Guess where it is? They're setting it during the Old Republic.
Yeah, that's because they're fucking...
Figured it out.
They're gonna ruin it, though.
I know.
They're absolutely gonna ruin it.
Oh, I know.
Because they leaked a lot. They leaked the board that's working on it. The board working on it, Derek.
Oh, I saw who it was.
Every
and
single
I'm like,
person
oh, no.
working on it are just people taken from finance. Like, they're all people that are just gonna try and make it as cheaply as possible. And they had all their boards written down. They had all their ideas for it written down on a whiteboard, and it leaked. And I'm gonna fucking see if I can find it.
It's a shark! Oh no!
Oh no. I'm gonna see if I can find their fucking leaked whiteboard thing, actually, while we're doing this. Because, Derek, I want you to understand how fucking garbage this is going to end up being. There's no
I just want it
words.
because I like that era of Star Wars.
Yeah, sure, except they're gonna fucking ruin it, and I'm not even remotely interested. I'm so fucking infuriated with their bullshit. Let's see if I can find this.
How can we make this the cheapest we can?
It's not even the cheap part that's worrisome. It's they had a whiteboard. Hold on. Knights of the Old Republic. So they made a. I want to fucking. Oh, I'm gonna find it. They made a whiteboard, and it's like. And on that whiteboard, it had, like, the worst fucking ideas for fucking the Knights of the Old Republic I've ever seen. Okay, I found it. Okay. I want to see the fucking full image. Okay, not what I want. Bear with me, internet. This is, trust me, it's a good idea. I just gotta pull it up.
Thank you.
No, continue. I will literally just fucking. I'm gonna save it. Like, I will literally save this image if I have to. Okay. So get this shit, Derek. Here's Knights of the Old Republic. So they wanted to. They wrote on a whiteboard, down the line of the whiteboard, all their ideas for the new Kingdom Hearts. In order of which they thought of it first. Because it's a whiteboard and it's a checklist going down. Derek can prove, he can see the whiteboard, it exists.
Yep.
It definitely exists. These are leaked. And I'm gonna go through them one at a time. So they wanted to pick they wrote out 3 categories and then wrote what they think is a pros and cons and, like, general ideas. So they wrote, like, things that they love about Star Wars, things that they want for Star Wars, and then fiction, which is just, like, general fiction. These are all ideas that they want to work into the Knights of the Old Republic. Here's how I know they're gonna ruin it. So under things they want for Star Wars, the fucking, the first thing they start with for wishes for Star Wars is... Actually, where do I want to start on? Actually, I'll start on fiction. So, for fiction, the things that they want to add to Star Wars. First thing they want to add is, authentically lived in, which is good. That's a good start, right? They want fucking everything to seem organic and like you can actually live there. That's a good idea.
Okay.
Next one is, surprise.
Sometimes
What is it? Okay, fine. I mean, it's super vague, but sure, that's still cool.
Okay, continue.
The next thing they want to make sure is in the Knights of the Old Republic. Diversity.
Aren't there...
Okay. Star Wars already has diversity, but why is having more diversity a key point? And why is that the third thing you came up with?
Now, Chris, when they say diversity, do they mean diversity as in species?
No, they mean diversity as in Derek, it's Disney Star Wars. We all know what kind of diversity they mean.
I know what they mean. Not white people.
Yeah, exactly. So, which is fine. But it's also like, that's not the point of Star Wars. Star Wars is supposed to be aliens in other worlds and learning about
wizards.
Yeah, and fucking space wizards. Not, man, there's just not enough women in this. Need more women. And it's like, no, who cares? And then right after diversity on their priority list is an actual ending.
But I thought Star Wars. The thing about Star Wars is it's never supposed to end.
No. Well, no. They should have an actual ending for the story.
He knows.
Aren't you?
Huh?
Then you must be the key bearer.
How did you know?
You may fool Ariel, but you can't fool me. You don't know your dorsal fin from your tail.
Savage.
As the key bearer, you
It
must
was that
already
one.
know one must not meddle in the affairs of other worlds.
Of course I know that, but
You have violated this principle. The key bearer shatters peace and brings ruin.
Oh, Sora's not like that.
I thank you for saving my daughter, but there is no room in my ocean for you or your key.
Talking about his penis.
That's nice.
High class.
High class.
Bad guy.
My, the poor child suffers such deep sorrow. If only there was something we could do. Wait, maybe she can be of some help.
Eat her face.
Yes, maybe she can be of some help to you.
who are you talking about?
Oh, she would surely help you. She'd make all your dreams come true. Ursula can help.
Pooped.
You called, my dear?
She poofed out of.
Well, I was just wondering if...
It's all right. Helping others is what I live for. Let me guess. You wish to see other worlds. That shouldn't be too hard. After all, your new friends came from another world.
What?
But they had special help. That mysterious key. Now, cheer up, sweetie. You have something special too.
A kidnapping.
Now listen.
It's not a kidnapping if she goes willingly.
That's true.
Just
What?
like how it's not rape if they say yes at least one time. Facts. Facts. Okay. So, no, because Star Wars has actual endings. They're just fucking not,
I mean,
like, they're
Qui-Gon
not
Jinn gets
world...
fucking stabbed.
Yeah, they're not world endings, but they're endings to stories.
I have yet to see episode 9.
um,
And I don't know how to feel.
okay, I'm gonna sweep through these. It looks absolutely terrible, and I don't even want to see it. As soon as they were like, we're bringing Emperor Palpatine back from the dead, I was not interested.
I was just like,
it's like good riddance.
okay,
Yeah, it's
I get it. There was a book about this, but at the same time, you could have done it your own story here.
I love, and then for things they love about Star Wars, the first thing they wrote down was not pro-war. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Wait.
Fuck
Wait. Wait.
yeah.
Isn't the entire thing
About war. Yeah, but it's not pro-war. It's about war, but it's about how war is bad, even though it's really not about any of that. It's about a space wizard who becomes the hero of the universe and stops the war.
It's also about a group of, Chris, it's also about a group of terrorists fighting against a rightfully elected government and them causing mass genocide against people.
Yeah. But it's still not focused on war. It's focused on the
Right.
kid training in the fucking forest, not about the mass genocides
A
ever.
space wizard.
Yeah, it's like never focused on the mass genocide of planets. The closest they got was when they blow up Princess Leia's planet, and then he's just like, yeah, sucks to be you, moving on quickly from plot. Like, that's the closest they get on going over the mass genocide thing of Star Wars.
Some of the expanded universe, though, they're like, yeah, they literally murdered everybody on the Death Star.
But okay, here's the second half of the list. The one that I really want to get to because I think it fully establishes everything wrong with Knights of the Old Republic. Number one is these are wishes for Star Wars. This is things they want to put in the Knights of the Old Republic. They really want to put these in the Knights of the Old Republic, Derek. Number one, High Republic. The fuck is the High Republic?
That's what they're calling the Old Republic.
Why?
Because they want to call it that instead of the Old Republic.
Then why would we call the New Republic the Republic?
Because it's legally distinct, Chris.
This is fucking stupid.
It's legally distinct.
It would just be called the Republic. it would be the same name. It wouldn't fucking change. Especially because they're going back in time. Why would it change to a more grandiose sounding name?
Now, my dear, if you can take me there without your daddy knowing.
Does anyone fucking care about these cutscenes?
No.
They're just the movie.
Ursula's being Ursula. That's what's happening.
Alright.
She's gonna get the trident, and then I think we have to fight her in some weird, stupid way.
Fucking, Number 2, University. It's gonna take place in a university, Derek.
Oh, so they're gonna be doing a Star Wars spin-off that's set in a university.
Yes. But it's worse, and let me get there. The next one under university is dinosaurs! Exclamation point. They want to add fucking dinosaurs.
There are dinosaurs in some of the
Goddamn
world.
Star Wars.
I will give them that.
They're not dinosaurs. They're alien creatures.
You're right.
Just because they look like dinosaurs doesn't mean they're fucking dinosaurs. Also, I don't want dinosaur-looking creatures in Star Wars. I want fucking aliens in fucking Star Wars. That's why it takes place in space.
Space wizards!
Fucking, here's my favorite part, though. Rival schools. They want to make it fucking Harry Potter.
Wait,
They want to make it fucking Harry Potter, Derek.
I'm sorry. That one got me, because there's only one Jedi Order.
Yeah, exactly. There isn't now. There's gonna be multiple schools of rival Jedi, and it's gonna be like Harry fucking Potter. If I wanted to watch Harry fucking Potter, which I don't, because I don't like Harry Potter, I watch fucking Harry Potter!
Ursula, no! I didn't want this!
The only thing I could possibly think is if they make the Sith Empire have its own rival school against the Jedi in their very civil Sith.
We had a deal, didn't we? Time for a little journey to
Yep,
the
she
dark
gets kidnapped.
world
So,
of the heart.
it's gonna suck.
But a young Yoda, Chris.
What?
No, the Baby Yoda, and it's not even gonna be in Knights of the Old Republic.
No, it's not going to be Baby Yoda. It's going to be a younger version of Yoda.
Ugh, gross. Maybe he's going through the training. Which would be inaccurate to the canon because Knights of the Old Republic is supposed to take place way before he's born.
No, but this one's going to be set 400 years ago instead of like 1,000 or something years ago.
Then why is it still the Old Republic? Didn't they
No, it's the High Republic,
Oh my
Chris.
god. Didn't they establish that the Old Republic kind of fucking concaves into itself at the end of the second game, which is like 3,000 years ago, which is 1,000 years ago?
1,000 or is it like 2,000?
It's like, it's a lot of years ago,
2,000,
man.
I think. I think it's 2,000 years.
So it's also not really the Old Republic then, if it's only a couple hundred years ago.
No, it's the High Republic, Chris.
Dude, there are so many problems with this, and I'm fucking furious about it.
It's the High
Because
Republic.
the Old Republic is my favorite part of Star Wars. I don't even like original
Oh, God.
Star Wars as
Oh,
much
God.
as I like the Old Republic.
Oh god, what is this thing?
It's fucking,
Dead.
it's sexual is what it is. But, the fucking, yeah, no, fucking the Old Republic is my favorite part of Star Wars. And when Disney bought it, they were like, we're not making anything canon, Old Republic is out of canon. Right at that moment, I was like, fuck it, I don't give a shit then. I don't give two shits, fuck your new Star Wars. And then as the years have gone on, everyone else is starting to agree with me on fuck Star Wars, and I'm like, yeah, what'd I fucking say?
And what I love about it is every now and again they're like, well, this is now canon again. And it's just like, well, why wasn't it canon, I don't know, a year ago?
Yeah, right? Yeah, they're slowly bringing things back into canon that they think the audience...
Like,
they think will get the fan base back.
like Revan is canon again.
Yeah. He just is.
Just is.
He just is now. Fuck
Because, everybody liked Revan.
it. Yeah.
So,
So back to being canon. But then it's like, well, what stories with Revan are canon?
Darth Malice, the guy, the Foundry, that's canon because Darth Malice is canon.
Yeah, but like, what stories of him are canon? Because there's like multiple versions of him across several
all of it.
stories. I guess.
He was a Jedi who became a Sith.
Yeah, it's like, what is this?
I like that character a lot.
I like him too. I like most of the expanded universe more than the actual Star Wars, because the actual Star Wars is kind of boring when you think about it.
Dude, yes.
And I don't hate Star Wars.
I like
as
Space
much
Wizards.
as I could. But
I like Space Wizards.
I liked the original trilogy for the most part. I think the last one's kind of stupid because it's just like, and here's our second Death Star. When the fuck you make that? Fuck you!
Why was he building a secret Death Star?
Yeah, why were they building a secret second Death Star? Also, why was it finished within like a year
It wasn't,
of
Chris,
them blowing up
but
the
it was
first
fully,
one?
It was fully operational. It wasn't finished, but it was fully operational Death Star.
Yeah, so it's like, what? Alright. What? No. What? And then the prequels I actually think are better than most people give them credit
I
for.
think they're actually pretty okay.
Yeah, episode 1, everyone hates episode 1. I think episode 1 is fine.
I think episode 1 is
I
fine
think episode 2 is garbage.
I think episode 1 is fine because the Darth Maul fight literally redeems the entire movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's fucking amazing. It's like the best part of the whole goddamn prequel series.
And I like that Darth Maul was such a character. Like, people liked him so much.
Yeah, they brought him back.
They brought him back. Not in, like, the movies, because they made the movies way
Yeah.
before they made everything else. But, like, anything else that was, like the Clone Wars,
Yep.
they were like, oh, he's here. He's still alive. 100%.
Absolutely. And then, like, 3 is also good, because 3 is hilarious. It's good because it doesn't...
It's great because of the meme factor.
Yeah, 3 is great because it's trying so hard to be cool, and it just makes it way funnier. Like, it's so funny. Like, there's nothing funnier than when Anakin is just like, you must kill the younglings, and then Anakin goes and meets the younglings, and they're like, hey, Anakin, you want to help us? And he's just like, doof! And just like...
I love it.
Like, dude, the first time I saw that, I fucking died, man. I was laughing so hard. I wasn't supposed to be, but man, that fucking movie is funny. And then the final scene in that movie is great too. The final fight in that scene where he fights Ben Kenobi, he's just like, "It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground," and Anakin's like, "You underestimate my power, old man!" And
Don't try it!
And he jumps up and immediately gets his legs cut off, and Ben Kenobi turns to him, he's like, "You fucking idiot! I literally told you you would lose!"
And it's funny because, like, people have done, like, deep analysis of that, and they're like, you know, in Obi-Wan's case, it really meant something.
Yep.
He having the high ground.
Hey, hey, Obi-Wan, why are we fighting on this planet instead of Earth? Because, Anakin, the Earth is flat and I wouldn't have the high ground. Is my favorite meme of that. Yeah, but no, the second movie is the fucking worst. And I'll go into that fucking... I have enough time to squeeze it in. Fucking... The second movie is the worst because all you learn in the second movie is that Boba Fett's dad dies and that's why he becomes Boba Fett. And fucking...
And that they're all
And that
clones.
all the clones are of Boba Fett. The only other thing that you find out about it is that he goes there and he's like, "Yeah, here's all your clones that are being made," and Obi-Wan is just like, "Clones?
The fuck?
What the fuck? We didn't order any fucking clones." And they're just like, "Yeah, from the higher order," and he's just like, "Oh,
Okay.
okay then, I guess." And that's like, the whole fucking movie boils down to that one goddamn scene. That is literally just there to establish why there's an army for the fucking Republic in the future, where the clones came
literally,
from,
Chris,
and why Boba Fett exists.
Do you want to know
That's it.
why that entire trilogy works? Or
Yeah.
happens?
Yeah.
Because because of the one throwaway line, which was the Clone Wars in Episode 4.
Yeah. It's...
That's
Yeah, but the
literally...
Clone Wars doesn't happen until the third movie. The second movie only exists to establish what happens in the third movie to establish what happened in the fourth movie. That is the only reason to exist. Like, one has at least a plot and a narrative and a villain and a fucking falling action and a story. Two's falling action and story is just like, oh yeah, there's also a bad guy. We should, like, do something about him, and then they show, see, it's almost like the first movie where the fight with Yoda almost redeems it, except it totally doesn't. Because it's just Yoda being a badass. Like, The fucking original fucking scene with Darth Maul and the other two was, like, way more in-depth because fucking, like, the gate closing. The most important thing in the entire battle is when the gate closes and separates the two of them.
Yes.
And fucking Darth Maul fucking paces back and forth.
It
fucking
shows
Obi-Wan
the three
shows that
characters.
he's a fucking rookie. He's just standing there like, I don't know what to do. And then fucking, what's this dude goes into
Qui-Gon.
fucking meditation. Yeah, Qui-Gon Jinn.
Qui-Gon
Goes
Jinn
into
is the best
meditation.
character.
He is the best goddamn character Star Wars has ever
I
had.
want them to make a movie about him.
Yes, and we will hold that thought for the next part, because we'll see you then. Peace.